celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting. 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente. Monday, January 5th, 2015. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Whew! The new year started off with a bang and a bust. Take a look at those markets. Over there in Europe, DAX, CAC, FTSE, down 2%. Whoa, getting whacked out. Over here in the States, Dow's not looking so good in its first day of trading. Down over 330 points. And oil, wow, what a whack. You're looking at West Texas and crude. I mean, they're down 6 and 5%. These are big numbers. West Texas is trading under $50 a barrel. And gold, shoo, up on the news. So a lot's going on. This isn't the way a new year usually starts. I would say stop, look, and listen. And the good news over there, and the smart people, them Lithuanians, I think there are about 3 million of them. They joined the European Union. Yeah, great. Just as the euro's getting tanked down to $1.19. Dollar at an 11-year high across the board. Yep. And this thing is out of control. Nobody knows what's going on. It doesn't look good. This is not a market manipulation. This is almost panic on the streets. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. And as we look at the new year, as it ended, all of a sudden like that, federal government announced it. We went another $100 billion into debt in December. Yeah, just like that. The debt under Obama, the national debt, has increased, 70%. Isn't that great? Now we're at $18 trillion. 100.4 billion or whatever you want to make up. How's that for smart governing, huh? Yeah, what a guy, what a guy. So, the euro's at a 4.5-year low. The dollar hits an 11-year high. All of that debt that them foreign countries took on when you had that cheap dollar, now they got to pay it off in higher dollars. And let's not forget what's going on with Earl. That's right, because, as I mentioned before, about 20% of U.S. junk bonds are in oil. So, hold on to your hat. And I have to tell you that gold looks good to me. You know, it's been going down, you know, it gets around that 1170 mark and pops back up to around 1200. This is a real testing point right now. Stay tuned. Things are getting hot. Euro tumbles as Draghi signals QE preparations. Preparations for what? QE doesn't work. We've seen the damage it's done. It's only inflated the stock markets. I got a deal for you. You're a bank, you can borrow the dough from me from 0.25%, buy back my treasuries, I'll give you more interest than that, and you can loan it out to people and get anything you want. That's all QE helped, and it also helped the mergers and acquisitions. Period, paragraph, it's not going to work over there. And 33% of North Sea oil and gas drillers face bankruptcy. Yeah, how about that? That's from the Telegraph. Yep. So the lower the prices go, the more damage you're going to see. And as I've been mentioning, this isn't only oil. What do we got here? Iron ore prices slammed by oversupply. Oversupply, the price war, one of your top trends for 2015. Iron ore finished last year down 50%. 5.5-year low. Throw on copper on top of that. One after another. 89 folks have more dough than 3.2 billion people. Yeah. So, ain't enough people out there buying stuff, so they're not making a lot of stuff. Oversupply. And another little interesting story over the weekend here in the Financial Times about Indonesia. Fishery minister comes in with a bang, and they end the story with, maybe my straightforward approach is what many Indonesians dream of, she said. Maybe I represent their anger and their frustration. And the frustration is they are frustrated with endemic corruption and an often self-serving elite. Hey, wow, Indonesia? Hey, look what they're doing over there in China. They're actually throwing people in jail. But not here in the United States. No, no, no. They's only does misdeeds, yeah, and missteps, and misleds. Yeah, it's corruption everywhere except in the United States. Yeah, where it's only business and bankism. Matter of fact, story here in the toilet paper. Brazil's president begins second term, vowing to fight graft. But things in this democracy, they is level and straight. It's worldwide. And that's why this whole thing is collapsing. Immorality in a country near you. And speaking about immorality, from the immoral commander-in-chief. This was the big news over the weekend. Obama turns up heat on North Korea in response to Sony cyber attack. Yep. And nothing of, in the geek world, they're saying North Korea didn't do it. But that's okay, because here is the statement from El Presidente's head of the Treasury Department. Today's actions, meaning the sanctions, are driven by our commitment to hold North Korea accountable for its destructive and destabilizing conduct, said Jacob Lew, U.S. Treasury Secretary. Quote, even as the FBI continues the investigation into cyber attacks against Sony pitches, these steps underscore that we will employ a broad set of tools to defend U.S. businesses and citizens. Hey, Sony. Hey, Katsun, they're Japanese. Yeah, how come nobody says that? Sony, you get it? It's an American branch of the Japanese company. Ain't citizens. Jack Lew? Or, yeah, screw you. How about that? Because that's all they're doing to us. Why isn't any outrage about this? Hey, how come Japan ain't up in arms about this? Why us? Japanese company. But that's all right. We got to protect freedom and democracy because, he says, this is to also respond to attempts to undermine our values or threaten our national security. There's that. Yeah, this is a dumb, stupid movie, Louis boy. Maybe your values, not mine. Speak for yourself. But they speak for everybody, and the prostitutes print it. Yep. And on to some other, not as important international news as them Sony hackers. And again, they do it over the weekend, right? Make a big deal out of it, and the people buy it. As I keep saying, you want to get into a good business? Propaganda is the business for you. You can do it cheaply. It could be stupid, and they love it. You get great results. Got to stop them North Koreans. Before you know it, they're going to be in California, I tell you. And how about our allies over there, them Saudis, huh? They had a great year last year. Yep. They beheaded 87 people, up over 10% from 2013. Let's hear it for them Saudis. Hey, ISIS got a way to catch up to you guys, man. Yeah, but we do it clean. They do it like, hey. Get you anybody from witchcraft lately? Our pal, the Saudis. And good news over there in Iraq. Yep. In 2014, 48,590 people killed, 26,516 wounded. Gee, I wonder where these militant groups come from. Couldn't be because of the lying war, the immorality caused by George Bush, Penis Cheney, Rumsfeld, Wolfowitz, and the rest of them, could it? No, man. These people just hate our values. Could you imagine if 48,000 Americans were killed? Yeah. You think they rob us of our rights now? We wouldn't have any left. And remember, we're back at war over there. Yep, saving your zitties and making the world safe for democracy. And just to make sure that our commander-in-chief is on a good killing streak, because you remember, I didn't say it, he did. I'm really good at killing people with his most effective killing weapon. U.S. drone kills 7. Yep. U.S. drone strike was reportedly aimed at ethnic Uzbeks. Yeah, you can't trust them either. Killing 7. And you know who the 7 were? Suspects. Oh, hey, if you're a suspect, you don't deserve any trial. No, man. I'm the commander-in-chief. You don't believe me? Well, here's a picture of the commander-in-chief having another Hawaii vacation, playing golf. Look at this photo. This man does not speak for me as an American. I'm sorry. You want to buy it? Buy it along with the Brooklyn Bridge, because this, to me, is a disgrace. Here's some of the quotes from a piece of propaganda from the toilet paper. A whole huge story on the nation's private golfer-in-chief. How's that for a stupid line written by Michael S. Schmidt? Yeah. Check this out. El Presidente has spent roughly 1,000 hours playing 214 rounds of golf since 2008. Quote, had an 80 last week, Mr. Obama said, adding that he had a 15-foot putt for 79. I was feeling pretty good. I missed it by about that much. How about that, huh? This is a golf game. The world is at war. People are losing their homes all over the country. Look what the markets are doing. And this is the propaganda that they sell. And here's the closing line. And I got to read all this stuff. This is from someone that doesn't want to say their name. That's a good golfing partner. Quote, if you came down from Mars and saw his disposition on the golf course, you would think he would be a pretty good president. Hey, wacko, if you came down from Mars, what would you know of a president? And if you came down from Mars and you had a brain that was bigger than yours, you'd say, what the hell is he doing out there? Rather than being at work. And you would think he's honest. He keeps his composition through terrible adversity. Terrible adversity. It's a golf game. He's unruffled. He smiles and he doesn't quit. End quote. And neither do the prostitutes. They never quit. I keep telling you, this is the new year. Propaganda. It's the business to get into. You can do it cheap and dumb as Schmidt. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's Trends in the News.
Zuma, zuma, bacula, cella luna, mezzo mare, mamma mia, maradona. Fichi mia, cucciarara, mamma mia, pensacciano. Zitterunia, pisciolo, e ti va, e ti viene sempre bacala la monade.
Listen to a story about a gal I know. She's my music making mama, I'm her hillbilly beau. She's sweeter than the music when she tickles the strings, sweeter than the flowers down in New Orleans. She's my music making mama from Memphis, Tennessee. She'll play a little rhythm, do the boogie upright, a Tennessee polka, maybe blues in the night. Everybody travels from near and far to hear her when she swings it on that old guitar. She's my music maker mama from Memphis, Tennessee.